Here's the secret trick my groomer uses to make nail trims stress-free.
My client Sarah has been sending me referrals for years, but this one she hyped up more than usual. She texted me beforehand, "Michelle, I told her you're a miracle worker. Please don't make me a liar." So this woman shows up, let's call her Dana, with her tabby Miso, gorgeous cat. Nails way too long, starting to curve back toward the pads, and you could see how careful she was placing her paws because of it. She sets the carrier down, shakes my hand, and goes, "Sarah said you have magic hands. I cannot wait to see what you do with this one because I have tried everything." I smiled, said, "Let's see what we're working with." So I get Miso settled on the table, start checking her paws, and Dana reaches into her bag and pulls out her own clippers, holds them up like she's being helpful. "I use these at home between visits. Thought it might save you some time." I looked at them, then I looked at her. "Yeah, we're not going to be needing those." She laughed, thought I was joking. I wasn't. "You don't use clippers?" I said, "I don't use clippers, haven't in 3 years, and honestly, after today, I'd love for you to retire those too." Now she's looking at me the way people look at someone who just said something slightly insane. This is the woman Sarah sent her to, the miracle worker, and she won't use clippers. Here's what I told her. A cat's nail isn't solid like ours. It's a hollow, layered tube, almost like an onion built around a core of nerves and blood vessels. When clipper blades close on it, they don't slice. They can't. There's nothing solid to cut through. So instead they crush, inward, driving compression force straight into the nail bed where every nerve ending lives. That's what your cat feels every single time, even on a perfect clip. Even when you don't draw a drop of blood, that crushing pressure still travels straight into the most sensitive part of the paw. Your cat feels that every single time. And here's the part that got Dana. I told her those clippers she's been using at home, trying to help Miso between visits, every time she clips, she's sending a shockwave of pressure through living tissue. She doesn't bleed, she doesn't even always flinch, so she thinks it's fine. But cats remember, one bad experience is all it takes. They'll log the tool, the room, even the person as something to avoid, for life. Over time, that builds into something. The hiding when she opens the drawer, the way she stops jumping in her lap, that cold shoulder that lasts for days after a trim. She went quiet. Then she said, "So what do you use?" She was expecting me to say one of those buzzing grinders all over Amazon. But these are not the solution. Half the cats who tolerate clippers won't go anywhere near a standard grinder. Not because of the grinding. That part's brilliant. Gentle, gradual, no crushing force. But the sound, the vibration, living hell for a cat. Cats hear up to 64,000 hertz. That's 3 times higher than us. Standard grinder motors give off a high-pitched whine that's annoying for us. But to a cat, it sounds like a mini chainsaw. And the vibration travels straight through those nerves in their paw. So what's the actual solution? You need something with grinder-level safety. No crushing, no risk of cutting the quick, but without the high-pitched whine and the chattering vibration. And that's exactly why the Silent Groom Pro exists. It uses the same whisper-quiet DC brushless motor technology as electric cars. Under 40 decibels, quieter than your dishwasher. Low vibration, no crushing force. Problem cats now fall asleep during nail trims. The Maine Coon, who left her owner with stitches, dozed off in her lap while I did all 4 paws. Yesterday, I trimmed a rescue who hadn't let anyone near her feet in 2 years. Over 85,000 cat parents have made the switch. I know 12 groomers who've thrown out their old tools completely. 60-day money-back guarantee. If your cat isn't calmer, full